Alrighty folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug. I'm coming at you with more League of Legends, and this time it's more Summoners Rifts. Warning! This is a long game. It was almost an hour long, 56 or 58 minutes, because the other team refused to quit. I give them credit for a lot of heart, but there comes a point where you just need to give in. But anyways, my team down bottom, this is an entire, or I don't know if it's entire PC Potatoes. I'm pretty sure it is. Group, which I will also link the website in the description below. We have Twisted Fate being played by, if I mangle these names, please excuse me, Bainin66. Anyways, yeah. I'm playing, I always call him Galio. It may even be Galio. I don't know. But that's me playing the big gargoyle-y looking thing. We have Lux and yeah, that person's playing Lux. We have Angry Beaver playing Garen and Killer Likes on Riven. We're up against Katarina, Israel, Shen, Warwick, and Swain, who I will probably call Swan from time to time. I will mangle names. I will get them confused. It's all part of the fun. I'm bringing you this game because it was really fun, and not just fun because my team ended up stomping on these guys pretty well. Oops, pardon me. Well, the first thing I need to do is fix the frame rate. So, give me a moment. I'm going to fix the frame rate, and I'm also going to adjust the sound because I changed the sound settings earlier. So, hang on just a moment, folks. Alright, and we're back. Now, if things don't line up quite the way they should, don't worry about it. I'm running Fraps, and Fraps has a problem at times with this game. And
welcome to Summoner's Rift.
In order to fix that problem, you actually have to disable the timer sync up. So, Killer Likes and Angry Beaver are going to start in the lower lane here. Twisted Fate is going to be our mid. And I am going to be in the upper lane with Lux
30 seconds
when they eventually get here. Now, actually, let's do a little fast forwarding to start getting the action rolling.
Minions have spawned.
Lux goes and checks out the grass. There's nobody there. I decided to come down and look like maybe I'm soloing up here, see if I could fool them. It probably wouldn't mean much. But here we go. I am happy to see Swain out there by himself. Soloing top because their Warwick is in the jungle. We don't have a jungle, so it's going to be a 2-on-1 up top. And I'm happy to see that because Galio's ability here, he converts 50% of his total magic resistance into ability power. And so that means I can stack some magic resist and laugh at Swain whenever he tries to do anything to bother me. You see, we get some nice harass on them right off the start. Killer Like's already heading back. Not entirely sure why, but it is. But that's fine. Garen can stay down here against Easy. Easy is down here alone right now. That's because whoever joins him at this point, I forget who it's going to be, is probably helping Warwick get a blue. The only thing that concerned me about this game, you know, and that's, I don't know if it's because I have my volume turned up or if it's because of the sound of the game itself. I'll bring the master down a little bit more. Yeah, the only thing that concerned me was that Warwick was going to have free run of all of this jungle. You know? Right now, you know, we have, I can't think, Swain. We have Swain pushed back pretty good. We're going to keep him right up against his tower for quite a while. And EZ is just picking on Talon quite a bit. You know, doing a good job of harassing for a solo down bottom, but that'll change in time. Don't worry about that. And Twisted is doing a really good job of keeping Cat busy. You know, I know there's a way to show the health bars, and I just forget what button it is. But I will remember to figure it out. Shumpo in, only to get smacked by the gold card. But yeah, he forced her to go back. Not sure that's something he wanted to do. Yeah, he got the kill anyways. It was a trade-off. So a little more fast-forwarding. There it is, Shen. Shen is down bottom. That was a little strange, but okay. Now, the problem I had is that I was back too far too often. See, right there, if I was up with Lux, we probably could have had, Swain. God, his name always gets stuck on the end of my tongue for some reason. Yeah, we probably could have had Swain there if I was up closer. But I'm used to playing support, not used to being aggressive. I'm trying to branch out and get away from being aggressive, be more, you know, kind of tank style where I initiate, or, you know, try and be up front and be a little more aggressive. But I gotta be honest, it's not coming easy to me. Oh, Twisted is just doing a really masterful job of harassing Cat down low. You know, EZ's got the range on these guys. There's some nice glitching with Karen sliding side to side. That's okay. As I'm assuming, yeah, Talon went up to heal and buy some stuff. You know, there's not much you can do when you're 2 melee versus a range, but that will change as Garen and them become stronger. But we just keep EZ very busy up here. I went back because I ran out of mana. And right now I'm rushing towards a Banshee's Veil. Just because I really think it's a good item overall to start. Look at that. Look at Lux. Just harassing him, keeping him pushed back by himself. I don't know who was playing Swain at the time. I can't say for sure. I think this ward was placed here because, I don't know if it's happened yet, Warwick came out of the jungle to try and gank and help Swain, and it didn't work. I don't know if that happened here or not. I wasn't paying attention to the map. But if you saw Warwick here, then that's what happened. If you haven't, it's going to happen eventually, and he doesn't end up doing anything. Now, I'm going to be honest about Lux. I don't like Lux. I don't like Lux as a hero. To me, Lux is pretty close to a one-trick pony as you're going to get. Her ulti is a giant laser. You'll see it many times in this game that shoots from her out a long distance. And she gets to do it every roughly, I think when everything's maxed out, 24 seconds. Yep, that did not go well for Talon down bottom. You know, they said they're having a rough time in the bush down low. But yeah, EZ finding out you don't go head to head with Garen. That's just a bad idea. And Shen finding out you don't go head to head with Garen. And Garen gets the double kill off the kill from they got on Talon. Not Talon. Riven. I always mix up Talon and Riven, and I don't know why. But yeah, we managed to get the tower up top. Pardon me. I don't know, I hope someday I'm able to get all this right. I do this often enough that maybe I can pull things out. We got the tower up top, everything's clear, so we're going to start heading down bottom. And we're looking to try and get Katarina, but I think you get a ward in here because the minute Lux shows up, you see Katarina dives to the other side of the map, it pulls back. So there's got to be a ward in there somewhere. Calling bottoms missing in action, but no, they just showed up as that was done. So Lux is clearing out the wraiths up top. I'm helping to keep the minions off the tower up in here.
An ally has been slain.
Again, they end up getting Riven. And now they're going after Garen, and they finally do get him. It only took the entire team. It does put them up 1 kill for now, but that won't matter for very long. I was starting to head down, and be honest, I don't know where the hell I'm headed at this point. Lux is pushing the top lane up here. It looks like you have 2 in the middle lane. I eventually decided to come down and help Twisted down here. You can see the damage just dished out right there. Quick stun. Going for the armor. Throw out the tornado. Doesn't work. Fall back. I don't know why. We should have remained aggressive there. Why we didn't is beyond me. Oh, please, Shen. The one thing about Shen that's not true. Oh, yeah, Twisted. I don't know if you saw, it would swing around to pick up Shen. Now, I back off there. Again, lacking that aggressiveness. If we had tower dove, we'd probably been able to pick up Shen. Warwick is working to clear their top lane up here. We have Riven and Lux. Lux is going up top. Riven's going to stay down bottom against Swain. I'm just kind of bush harassing, you know. He knows I'm hidden in there somewhere, but that's the thing that keeps him back, is the fact that I'm in there. Of course, I doubt it would matter much if I was out or not. He'd probably still stay back. This is funny. I don't know why I didn't do anything. Oh, shield, taunt. Really? Really? Not only did he taunt, he went the wrong way. Whoop, I got my ulti just in time. Throw it down. Well, but I'm going to pay for that. Yeah. But still, it allows Garen to really take control of the lane down here. There goes Cat, Shumpoing out. Oh, staying with it. Yep, he does pick up Shen. Now he's in the retreat with EZ behind him. And he manages to pull out. We're staying within 1 kill. Riven hiding around in the bush. Yeah, I went down. What we got here? We got Lux being chased by Warwick. Yep, Lux knows what she's doing. A really solid player playing Lux. Oops, you're stunned. Yep. Oh, Warwick. Nice try. Nice try. I started heading down to try and help Garen, who was being chased around. But by the time I get there, they're not going to need my help. See? I show up just in time to go, "Hi guys, how you doing?" That's nice. Now I'm sitting here because I'm trying to figure out where the hell to go. You know, I'm playing with a lot of people that are really good players. And I personally am... Yeah, that's not going to work this time on me. Unfortunately, it will get twisted, but it won't work on me. I didn't rush a Banshee's Veil as fast as I thought I would. I decided to get my Mercury Treads first. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. You know, I was calling for a little help on the tower, but do I really need it? I actually find out that no, I actually do a pretty good job keeping them back on my own. I surprised myself. Yeah, I chose to pick on Swain because, Swain... Yeah. because he was the most hurt, and I seemed to be dealing the most damage to him. So I was able to help push him back, which just left Cat. And as you see, Cat's ulti, it didn't quite do a lot to me. You know, Cat is building on ability power right now, and I'm very good at being resistant to that. Trying to gank Garen down bottom. I again don't know where I'm headed. Oh, I put a ward down at Dragon. I'll actually be thankful that I did that. Trying to sweep around to pick them up. This time we do tower dive. I do end up taking the hits from the tower, which is fine because I'm trying to make myself the more tanky one, and we do pick up Shen, as well as they got easy. In comes the rest of the team at us. I pre-flash in a panic. I might not have needed to. Throw down the whirlwind to dive into the safety of the tower. Not a very smart Katarina move right there. Diving in. You know, actually, if Riven and I had turned around, even if she ultied, we'd probably been able to finish her off. But, again, I lack that killer instinct. What can I say?
An enemy has been slain.
And you see, there you go. She got picked up by just overextending herself too far. This is an interesting fight up here. EZ versus Lux. Twisted gonna be down bottom here against Swain, and in comes Warwick. Gonna end up pushing him back some. So EZ not that hurt, and Lux is, but I'm coming down to help push him away. And now I have some of that aggressiveness that I need as we work just to go and push him back. He goes after Lux, but it's just not going to happen. Down goes the ulti, a Lux laser. Unfortunately, she goes down to minions, and I'm going to be stupid, stand here and end up going down as well. And we end up feeding Lux, EZ rather, a couple kills. Oh well. Can't be perfect. Try very hard, but you can't be. Pardon me. So we got 3 in the bottom lane right now. They're probably going to end up getting this tower at this point, I believe. Nope. Twisted's coming in. He's going to help protect the tower up top. Now, this is where my ward paid off, as Warwick's going for Dragon. And in comes Katarina to help. My team's starting to collapse on him. Garen's standing there. I don't know if they can see him or not. But he comes in with Dragon low. In comes Riven. In comes Lux. Down goes Warwick. Down goes Katarina. Down goes their Dragon. I don't know if they got it or if we got it. I wasn't paying attention. But Shen came in to try and help, and now he's on the run. You see, you got the surge going on Riven. I'm actually trying to dash ahead with Lux using the tornado. I managed to throw out my concussive blast, which slows Shen and allows him to be picked up on the kill by Lux. That was a really nice chase down at that point. They got our upper turret, but we got their lower turret, and we are ahead on kills. So right now we are ahead in the gold market. I gotta say, for as much as I don't like fighting against Lux, I really enjoyed playing with Tsukio. I'm gonna assume that's the name, Tsukio. Playing Lux. We ended up making a good team a couple times. Oh, somebody was going... Oh, I thought they were going for our red up here, and come to find out that they were, and I just got there a little late. Now, I should have... You see, I circled down this way. I should have circled up top. I probably could have intercepted him. But it ends up kind of not mattering.
An enemy has been slain.
As he still goes down. He must have somehow aggravated Baron. And that ended up killing him. We couldn't see exactly what happened. Here we go. We're pushing in the middle now. You know, EZ is dead, so they're down at least one teammate. Look at that power from Lux's ulti right there. Just shaving off like half of Swain's health. Yeah, I don't like when I'm on the receiving end of that. At this point, I'm actually telling my team, you know, we need more shields at some point here, I do, because I have a shield that I can activate on anyone. Lux can throw out her baton and shield anyone it hits. Riven has her own shield, and Garen has his own shield. Yeah, that was a long-distance ulti that ended up shaving off quite a bit of the entire team's health and ended up pushing us back. Right about this point, we're in a little bit of trouble. I think. Is this where it happens? It might be. It might not be either. I'm not entirely sure. There'll come a point where Lux and I managed to turn the team around because they were really out to just destroy our tower. And it happens in the middle lane. Yes, I know I snuff my nose a lot. It's a habit I'm trying to break, but it doesn't work very well sometimes. Throwing down the ulti to catch EZ there. I don't know if he gets away. Katarina tried to go in her ulti. It didn't quite work. Get taunted on by Shen. Still managed to pick up EZ. Katarina got Lux up in this area up here. Or over here. There we go. But watch this. Oh! Hi! Teleported over and picked her up. Nice little revenge for Lux there. Out of the bush comes a wild Garen, and he goes right after Warwick. Shen getting the taunt, Warwick coming in. Now we're fighting in and around their tower, just being very highly aggressive. Swain's going back because, you know, no more mana. Yeah, that point where we get stuck doesn't happen quite yet because we're looking... I had my ulti up at the time, so at least another 80 seconds before it comes up. Now, I'm really feeling like all my stuff's coming slow. I've died twice. I've only got 5 assists. And, you know, I've only got the Catalyst Protector and the Mercury Treads right now. Oh, there goes Cat into her Death Lotus. Unfortunately, it doesn't do a hell of a lot. My shield comes in late, as always. Look at that. Look at that double damage there. Nice concussion blast, followed up by the tornado. Manages to push the other team back. Too bad couldn't have done anything to follow it up because the rest of the team's not here. Yeah, I was heading back and I saw they were starting to push, so I decided to stay and continue to help. I go back and get my Negatron cloak. Now I'm working for the Banshee's Veil. It's a really nice item to have on Galio, even from early on. Because not only can it negate an attack every 45 seconds, but gives you some nice magic resist and some health. A stun that was not followed up on. Oh well, what can you do? Now I believe we're coming up on the point maybe where we get into a little bit of trouble. I'm trying to swing around and come from the back. But Riven gets caught pretty hard. Garen goes in. He goes into a spin. I come in, slam myself down for the taunt. I'm taking damage from the tower. We managed to pick up Shen. Cat goes into her Death Lotus with nobody around. Nope, it's not the trouble time yet because another at least 120 seconds before that time comes. So we had a lot of collisions in the middle and we managed to come out on the winning side of most of them. With Kat there, you know, I'm just not afraid to come out and harass her. She's going ability power, and that just really doesn't bother me all that much. I mean, yeah, she's a hybrid, but she's mostly ability power right now, so that just does not make me afraid. Oh, nice pickup. Looks like Twisted did make it out despite being taunted by Shen. Now he's working to escape. I was starting to go and help him, but I thought he didn't need it. Then Warwick picks him up. By the time I get there, there's nothing I can do. But they managed to pick up Cat, which was really nice. She can't Death Lotus on the team right now. You know, Angry, you know, he's not one. He's just not shy about tower diving to get in a good strong hit or two. You know, throwing down a nice sight ward down here, looking for anyone coming from the bottom. I don't know if it was really necessary because they all, I think, kept coming from like the middle and from this area here. Damn! Look at that insane hit. Look at Garen just goes into the tower, slams it down. Man, he's beasting all over the place. I gotta bring you one. I don't know. I don't think I brought it already where he was playing Rumble. And man, he just freaking carried the team. He just picked up the whole team, threw him on the back, said, let's go guys, I want to win. More harassed down by their main turret there. Unfortunately, our turret back here is starting to get pushed by minions. Riven does see it. She's going to help come down and clear that out. Lux is recalling. I started to recall, then changed my mind. Yeah, Twisted heard that ulti coming and juked to the side to make sure it didn't hit. You really want to go in there? Shields going out all over the place. Riven going in. Unfortunately, she's going to be caught by the Death Lotus, get finished up by EZ. This is the part we're in trouble. The entire team's here, except for Shen, I believe. They're going to push our tower, and I say, no, you don't. I managed to get Katarina. Lux picks up Warwick. We stop the team and turn them around. They don't get to tower dive on us. Twisted coming in and clearing out EZ right there. Lux telling me sorry I died. It was like I expected to. The whole point of me diving in like that was to stop them from getting the tower and try and turn them back. But the combined shot of my ulti plus Lux's was just really amazing on them. Is this really smart? No, it's not. I don't even know what kind of flash that was. He's trying to get Twisted, but you know, you're in there with Lux as well. That's too much stun. That's honestly too much stun. I mean, if you honestly look at it, Twisted has stun, Lux has stun, Riven has stun, Garen can silence, I can slow, we have a ton of CC, we have shields all over the place. Really was a really strong team makeup. I throw a concussive blast just to help, and yeah, well, nothing comes of it. Yeah, I do weird things like that. You see, here I am again. My team's up front. Where am I? I'm in the back. I gotta learn to be more aggressive. Nice Lux laser followed up. I got the kill on the concussive blast. Finally starting to get in some kills. I said I'm too used to being support. I play Sona, Soraka, and Taric so much that I'm used to being in the back, behind the fight, and throwing out heals and silences and stuff. Yes, you see it there. Twisted was hiding up here and goes, I love this bush, it's my bush. And yeah, I did the usual, that's what she said. Ah, well, I'm not above such things. If I was, something would be wrong with me. And I already have enough wrong. Again, we're pushing on that middle tower. This is where a lot of the time of the game took place. And there goes, Swain goes down, and Warwick goes down. We finally managed to knock out the middle tower. Twisted and I start heading down for EZ because he threw that ulti up there to try and help. But somebody must have called out to him, or maybe he just got the turret and figured that was enough, telling him that we were on the way, because he ends up not being down here. Maybe if I had checked the grass earlier, he was teleporting me or something, but he gets away with his little harassing ulti. Now they're pushing our tower up here again. You know, we have a nice handy 13 kill lead, and right now we're 1 tower in advance, so we've got a nice gold lead going on right now. So much going on, such as getting caught in around here. Warwick's starting to chase me. Nope, turns around with the fight going on up here. I start swinging in around. By the time I get there, oh well, Warwick's already dead. See, I should have just turned back this way rather than come around. Throw down into the ulti, Lux Laser. I died again, but it was worth it again. You know, I wasn't in on the Katarina, but I helped get another kill, and I helped, you know, maybe bait Katarina into doing that. I thought they had a rage quitter, and maybe they did, but I think he just DC'd, because he comes back in a little bit. Top being pushed again. Actually, I think our top gets pushed back to this turret down here, and I don't know if it was minions or if somebody actually did that. But that's the lane we have a little problem with. But there you go. Next turret in the middle pushed down. And we're pushing in now on their inhibitor turret. But you would think that would mean something. But 30 minutes into the game and... Ugh. So I went and I picked up some armor as well. I've got the Thorn Mail. That helped, I believe, on EZ, Warwick, and Shen. I don't know. My builds are always weird and reverse. What is this? Shoop. Did that even hurt? I don't know if that hurt. That didn't look like it hurt. Let's see. Not much going on at the moment, so we can fast forward at least a little bit while we look for confrontations. Not much going on. Not much going on. There's the reconnection. I'm just kind of patrolling around the forest a little bit into the jungle. And I will slow it down a bit. I start heading down for Warwick. Twisted's starting to come with me, but you can already see, falls back. Maybe somebody called out. Maybe they have wards. Peek in to see if Dragon's here. Nope, he's not here. He hasn't respawned yet. Still don't see any confrontations going on, so some more fast forwarding. Again, I'm just kind of patrolling around. Now, I'm hiding in this bush because they were around here. My team was here. Figured it'd be a quick, easy, maybe initiation. But no. Here comes Swain, though. Unfortunately, not a very good initiation. EZ comes in the other side as well as Shen. Down goes the taunt. But not much coming of it at the moment. Twisted goes into his teleport. Surprise! I've never seen the teleport used quite that effectively, honestly. I've always seen people use it to get somewhere to help or something like that. So that's a really nice use of it. Cat ends up coming in and getting focused, and she goes down really hard. A taunt inside, but no, we managed to get Shen as well. Twisted's getting away with very little health left. Now we go into the tower. Now we're pushing the inhibitor. You think this would mean something, but we're only 33, 34 minutes in, and this game is like 56 minutes long. Ribbon and I start going in, as well as Lux, and then we're like, no, they're going to start spawning. Time to back out. I come down here to help Garen, try and push the bottom tower. In comes Swain, and he's just gonna really pay for that. Again, I'm too far back to help. And Garen ends up paying for going in, and maybe this was one of the few good times I stayed back. Keep the three of us together. Ooh, Easy. Look, throwing out some nice damage on Easy there. Well, there comes the ulti, but we all hear it coming. Managed to juke out of the way. Ooh. Nice laser. Cat going into her ulti. She will get the kill. Well, I guess not. It was Shen and Easy that got the kill, but we also managed to pick up Cat. Shen trying to escape. I'm pretty sure he's going to try and dive over the wall, but that didn't happen. So I start going after Dragon here, and then find out, no, I'm not going to get any help, and I don't dish out enough damage to get Dragon myself. Warwick, let's see, they came in and they got twisted there. Now Easy's chasing Lux. It's not going to catch her. I can't keep up with all the action, folks, as much as I try, and even as slower paced as this game is. Easy not doing the brightest thing of chasing all the way in down that far. But he might get away, at least for a little while. Garen's going to chase him for quite a ways. There's Lux, get him! And down he goes. I gave him a valiant run, but no, he didn't make it. At this point, I'm trying to decide what to buy next, and I'm thinking, you know, I need health. I need health in the worst way this late in the game. Our minions picked up a turret. I believe it was, yeah, it was this turret here that was picked up, I think. So now we're coming in to get Baron. There's one funky looking creature. So we'll speed this up a little bit because we get no resistance to Baron, so we pick up the buff quite easily. We all head top. There's Cat. She went into the bush to try and hide. Now she's running forward. I believe that was a flash, but she was caught and slowed. Now she's silenced. She's in the bush. She has nowhere to go. Garen ends up picking her up in the end. I was just kind of floating around all over the place going, this is interesting. I believe I've seen this before, but I've never seen it at this angle before. Yeah, I still have a lot to learn. What I try and do when I'm doing things like that, like when an enemy is being chased, is I work to cut off their escape, or to try and set up some kind of an ambush, or an initiation, you know, initiate. Blah, blah, blah. Like down here, Shen, when I was running with Lux, we came across the top and managed to cut him off. See, like even now, I swing around the back, capture most of the team in my taunt, and we do a massive amount of damage, pick up Swain and pick up Warwick. You know, that's what I was trying to do. I swung around and come in from a position they don't expect me to. Yeah, we're pushed in a little too hard right now, in all due honesty. Nice little juke out of the way, saves Riven. I'm coming out and around because pushing one lane, especially that their inhibitor has respawned, pushing just one lane and trying to win is actually fairly difficult. You need to really push at least 2 towers, I believe, to get an easy win, unless you're ending against a team that's really not going to do much. You know, a team that you're really just going to steamroll over. And despite not giving up, you know, these guys really, you know, I'll say dug in their heels. They were not hard to topple, but man. Alright, so not much going on right now. Let's speed this up a bit. You see they're piling back up into the middle. Oh, they were in the middle, now they're gone. Cat's down bottom, Swain's down bottom, Shen's down bottom. Looks like we're starting to head that way. You know, there's Cat. Oop, nice stun. Bap caught her. Some nice damage out on her. Lux picks her up. I go into my taunt, but I got knocked out of it. I don't know if Warwick suppressed me or not. But Twisted Fate goes down. EZ goes down to Garen. Swain's gonna go down to Garen as he just gets totally raped. Somebody pass him the Vaseline, please. He'll need it.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
So we retake the middle inhibitor at this point. And you know, you take a look. We're up by 23 kills. We're pushed in this far. This, you know, this is a point just to, you know, there's nothing wrong with surrendering. But yeah, if you don't want to, you don't want to. So swinging back around outside, not much going on right now, so we'll speed this up one more time. At least I'm able to speed this up some here and there. So they were all piled up into the middle again. I know, it was weird. They'd pile up somewhere, we start heading that way, and they'd disappear, almost like they knew we were freaking coming. Slow down, dude. Yeah, so again, trying to push a second tower. Garen started to come around. Nope, I guess changed his mind. Confrontation starting to build up down in here, but the team breaks up. Going after Warwick, throwing out some nice damage is Garen. Now we got a bit of a confrontation going on. Looks like Riven's fighting it out with Shen up top. Shen looks like he's on the losing end of that. Unfortunately, EZ's going to come in. And yeah, he's not going to get it even with Surge. I'm sweeping around to the top. I want to try and push this tower up here. Help this tower fall. Our minions are pushed up that far. Well, my team is working over here, and there's all this confrontation going on in this area. I'm working to try and knock down a second tower, finally get the tower, and you can see they realize what's going on, so I quickly back out because I am just not going to take on the whole team. Shen caught out of position, not gonna get away. I don't know if, yeah, let's say we shouldn't back off the inhibitor, and we did. Now we got 2 lanes, 2 inhibitors. That should be something that really helps accelerate towards the end of the game. Unfortunately, said these guys are stubborn. EZ managed to pick up Twisted outside here, but you know, now it's like, oh really? Fortunately, I get caught. Man, they really wanted me for some reason. Not much I could do, but that's my last death of the game. Still, you see, I'm up to 21 assists so far. Even if I've died once more than I've killed, I'm not going for kills. Now, at this point, they do manage to push us back some. I mean, in all due honesty, we were just way overextended, pushing for the end of the game. Pushing for the end a little too hard is what we were doing. So they're in the chase right now. Yeah, smart move is to split up, let them go after one.
Respawning soon.
But pursuit finally breaks off. The only problem is, for all that they've accomplished, what they really managed to do is give themselves time to clear out their base. You see, they weren't able to do anything effective with that. Yeah, unfortunately Garen gets ambushed here. And not much he's going to be able to do about that. You know, like I said, this is where they've dug in their heels some. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to do much with it. Yep, time for another Baron kill. You know, like I said, all they managed to do is give themselves time to clear out their base and try and protect it from the incoming minion waves. We're going to go after Baron again, so might as well just speed this up. Down he goes again, and we pick up our second Baron buff. I was honestly going to pick up blue here for the hell of it, but then I saw Lux wanted it. So I just stayed in there, and I let Lux pick it up because she's better off with it than I am. She says thank you for helping, but, you know, honestly she didn't need it. We're too late in the game. Oh look, it's the whole team. Guess what? Yep. Still, it didn't help all that much as we've gotten pushed back some. Warwick doing something not very bright. Nope. Zap! Lux picking up 2 kills with Garen there. Garen's in a little bit of trouble, but Shen, really? Shen, you can't do that much damage. I don't care what you build. But he gets smart and breaks off the attack there. That was a fight that was pretty guaranteed into our favor. You see, our minions are pushing their tower right here. They don't do a lot of damage to it, but you know, this is what I'm saying. They're basically working to keep their base clear. At this point, you just push back too far. And actually, it doesn't. Our tower is not pushed in this one. That was the game prior to this one, where I played Jarvan and was even more hesitant than what I was in this one. So I'm just hanging out in the middle, waiting for my team to show up and start moving down a little bit. Decide to start dancing, waiting. Yeah, not much going on. This is a good time to fast forward. Yep, so we're gathered up a little bit, except for Garen. He might have been clearing something out here, might have been going for golems, maybe getting the red buff. Who knows? He was up there. I've picked up my health. Oh. Another double ulti with Lux and myself throwing out some nice damage. I'm pretty sure they were getting to hate that. But as you see, while this action is going on down here, we pick up the inhibitor. I've picked up Rylar's Crystal Scepter for the extra health, ability power, and I can help slow people down with my abilities. I've picked up a Null Magic Mantle and Cloth Armor. Oh, really? That tickles. They do manage to get Garen. We managed to pick up Cat. The fight's still going on. They pick up Riven. Not exactly sure what Easy was thinking there. He was trying to pick up Twisted, but that was not something he really wanted to do. As low health as he was, and he was right near all of us, so that did not work out in his favor. So we got this inhibitor, we got that inhibitor. I'm coming over here trying to help take down this tower, try and help the minions. I'm being called back up to help, though. Besides, Warwick comes in, so I just swing around to the outside. Is this somewhere Warwick really wants to go? No, honestly not. Warwick's a little bit more tanky now for some reason, but still managed to throw down some nice damage on him. Really just want that tower. So we're just going to harass the hell out of Warwick and push him out. Swain's coming in as well. I'm taking a few shots from the tower, but nothing major. And there we go. We get the last inhibitor tower. Now trying to get the inhibitor. Why I'm starting to back off, I don't know. It's Shen. Shen's tanky, but he doesn't do a lot of damage. And yeah, Twisted gets majorly screwed up top, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Fortunately, we are coming in close to the end, folks. That would be Dragon. So I start to teleport back and don't. Now we're just kind of floating around. I started to teleport back. I didn't because I realized I didn't have the gold I needed to get what I wanted. Now I'm starting to work to have that gold, so I'm going to fall back and I'm going to teleport back, I think. I don't know why I'm going back so far, but I am. So I fall back and I pick up the Guardian Angel with some armor, some magic resist. Probably should have picked that up first, to be honest, but yeah, whatever. So now we're deciding this is it. We got to make our final push. We've got 2 inhibitors. We got to get the last one. And I am working to come down. Suki, why are you so slow? Oh, I felt slow on Galio, even trying. Now they say wait for me because they need me. Wait for me because they need for me to initiate, but they're not waiting. They're going to make the push here. As you see, I'm coming in from the back. In comes the rest of their team. Sort of. We get the inhibitor. You know, they got to start being aggressive. And there they go. They start getting aggressive. They start pushing my team back. Start doing mad major things. But what's this? Ta-da! Here I come to save the day. Honestly, I'm just going to say I don't know if things would have gone bad for my team if I didn't show up when I did. But I'm going to let the illusion, at the very least, there we go. Finally, folks. The end of the match. They never surrendered, and I'll give them credit. They put up a good fight. It took us quite a while to dig in, but that last team fight really did it in for them. And yeah, we finally managed to win the game on this. It was really fun. I think I got 6 kills, 5 deaths, 25 assists. It was a long one, I tell you. But anyways, folks, as always, this is One Big Bug, and I got 2 things. Number 1, if you're not playing League of Legends, what's wrong with you? Follow the link in the description below. Sign up, download the game, play it for free. That's right, it costs nothing to play. It only costs whatever you decide to invest in it. And even if you are playing, throw me a bone. Hey, make a Smurf account, play it to level 5. I'd really appreciate it. I don't know if I should be asking for that or not, but I'm asking anyways. And finally, I think I got 2 things to say, so this is actually going to be 3. I count well. Down in the link down below is, of course, also going to be a link to PC Potatoes if you've made it through the whole game. This is a community that does a lot of League of Legends stuff. You get some guys in there that play ranked for teams, and a lot of casual players as well. And of course, the ranked players also play for casual. So if you're looking for people to play with, hey, you've seen what can happen here. You know, what type of team can be put together. So follow that link over to PC Potatoes and join up with us. Get into our event, team up with us. We have a lot of fun. And just to let you know, this game was done without vent coordination. We were all in vent, we all had vent, but we didn't use it. So, yeah, it was really good. Anyways, as always, folks, this is One Big Bug. I'm signing out, and I'll see you next time.